our event as a part of the UN Interfaith Harmony Week, so that it would actually be recorded in front of the General Assembly at the end of the week, February 7th, so from February 1 to February 7th, and we would be included as a part of what the world has done to lift ourselves out of the mire of the kind of fanaticism that led to Daniel Pearl's murder 10 years ago. And through Rebecca, I got put in touch with the director of the Raoulwallenberg Institute for Ethics and invited him to make a few opening remarks, including the remarks of a man who was not Please welcome Dr. Stephen Sideroff.
Thank you, Ross. It's a pleasure to be here to honor Daniel, as well as to honor the organization that has formed as a result. I'd like to read a statement that was prepared by Judea Pearl on this special occasion, which I will begin with, and then I'll say a few additional words. So, from Judea Pearl. Dear friends of Santa Monica, we thank you all for being a part of the 10th Daniel Pearl Yahrtzeit, and for dedicating your music program in honor of our son, Danny. We would have loved to be with you in person today and thank Nurse Altman and Dr. Stephen Sideroff personally for remembering our son. But we can only send you this blessing from a distance and hope that Danny's spirit is with you. Danny traveled the world with a pen and a fiddle, connecting people through words and music. Today, he is watching your stage and hundreds like it, with wonder at the global symphony that his journey has inspired. Your music will resonate today in sharp defiance of the forces of hatred that took Danny's life, and will reinforce our unshaken conviction that, at the end of the day, music will triumph and humanity will prevail. Danny's last words, "I am Jewish," carry a special message to your children and grandchildren at the Santa Monica Synagogue. They say to them, "You are Daniel Pearl's king. Like him, you will soon be traveling the world with a pen and a fiddle, trying to make sense of what you see. Like him, you will make friends with thousands of strangers, Jews and non-Jews alike, and enrich their lives with humor, music, and new insights. And like him, you will offer your humble contributions to cocoon alone, while insisting with all the stubbornness of your ancestors, I am Jewish, and I stand for truth, courage, and decency. So, dear changing world, come to your senses. May the legacy of Daniel serve to empower you with mission and pride. Judea and Ruth Pearl. As Judea said, Daniel connected people with word and with song. The need for connection is on the hearts of everybody these days, and it is at the heart of the universal challenge that we all face right now in our history. It's a very important time, and truly I feel like we're at a crossroads right here with our civilization. I'm a psychologist, and people come to me because something in their life is not working. They're trying very, very hard, but yet they're not successful. And one of the things that I've learned, which is very interesting about the struggle of the people that I've worked with, is that they've learned the lessons of their childhood too well. They adapted too well to their childhood environment. to an overly critical or unavailable father, or they adapted too well to an anxious or denigrating mother. The client with difficulties in relationships learned too well the lessons of a rejecting parent, thus holding back as an adult. The procrastinating client learned too well the lessons of a critical parent, thus fearful of taking a step forward.